Hi, and welcome to GIT in the Kitchen. Today what we want to focus on is a product review. And what we'd like to do is find some things that you may or may not have in your kitchen and sort of convey to you what this thing could do for you in your kitchen. So today what we have to show you is what is called the Eggy, okay? It's called the fry pan egg ring. As you see, got in the packaging here, and what the packaging says is round shaped eggs, ideal for breakfast sandwiches, okay? Now, I'm going to explain this a little bit as I take this out of the package, and I think we can all sort of gather what this thing is intended to solve, what problem it's intended to solve, and that is that your egg, when you crack it on the pan, the roundness isn't so perfect. It might be hard to get perfect. And this thing, look how it just snaps back to shape, perfectly round. So we want to see how it interacts with the frying pan to get that perfect roundness of an egg, okay? And obviously they're going for English muffin roundness. So I haven't stuck an English muffin inside this thing, but what it shows here is just it doesn't say it on the package, but it's showing you some bacon, English muffin. There's probably a piece of cheese on there, and then you have what is an incredibly and perfectly round egg. Okay. Now let's read the instructions real quick. The instructions would be to coat the inside of the ring, right there, the part in contact with the pan, with butter, and then or margarine or oil. You might spray it, you know, and then preheat your pan, and then place the egg ring in the pan and crack an egg into it. So you don't want to crack the egg on the pan and then try to get it in there afterwards, okay? You want to put it on the pan first and crack it right in there. Now, then you want to cook it on low to medium heat until the egg is firm. It doesn't say to cover it up with anything, just let it go, okay? And then use the tab to remove it from the pan. This cute little egg guy, I guess his name is Tab, and you just pull him up, okay? So we're going to use that, and we're going to preheat our oven, and when we come back, we're going to test this thing out. Ba-da-da-da, yeah. Do you really need it? Whoop, yeah. Alright, so we've got our pan preheated now, and we got our Eggy here, and like they said, we're going to want to do some cooking spray or some butter or whatever you want to use. We're just testing it out. Well, I haven't figured out exactly. I'm guessing butter would be great. So we're just going to get it, and we want to get it on there, okay? And we should be pretty excited for how round this egg's going to turn out. So I'm going to take here an egg. I moved it around a little bit because we had some excess, so I'm going to guess that the oil there level is going to be okay. We're just going to crack it right in there. And then I think because we're going to put it on a sandwich, we're just going to find something to just poke the yolk. And I think, oh, well, we moved it, so it moves real easy. But I think we can fix this. We've really found one little downside to it. It does move really easy. and the roundness of our egg has been compromised. But we're going to let it continue to cook. And now I'm going to take the liberty to go outside of what the instructions have said. And I'm just going to grab some seasonings. I got some bacon salt here, obviously. We're going to throw a little bacon salt on. Well, we want to use the shaker. We're going to shake a little bacon salt on there because we're going to be eating bacon with it. And then we're just going to grab a little pepper if I can find it in here. Well, here's some mixed up pepper flakes, and we're just gonna shake it on there. The instructions don't tell us to do this, but I'm gonna assume that that's an okay thing to do. And our round egg is really cooking now. The packaging, if I read it, doesn't really say how long this thing should cook. That it's resistant up to 536 degrees. I don't think if you're cooking on medium heat, you're going to have a problem with that. So it's pretty resilient. You could probably even put this thing in the oven, I'm thinking, except for maybe Tab. This little dude, he seems like he might not. I don't want to recommend it because this feels like the only silicone part. Now again, we're doing this as the instructions say. Doesn't say to cover this at all, so it doesn't even look like the top part's done. But we're gonna see here how long it's taken. I mean, right now we're at a couple minutes, and it's still cooking away. I don't really know how other than how the bottom's doing either, and when's the appropriate time. The instructions are very vague. When's the appropriate time to remove this thing? So we're gonna try, and I guess it's too soon. Too soon. So we're still going. It's still going. I feel like I should be almost flipping this thing, especially being that it's not covered. We're just waiting for this egg to. There goes another minute. So 3 minutes for this egg to firm up. Now we are running into more problems every time we want to get that, but we can just use a spatula. Again, the directions aren't telling us to do this, but we're trying to work outside the rules of the thing a little bit. We've done some seasoning and some other stuff, so we're just gonna let this cook, and we want to get this round. I mean, this thing is made for roundness. I'm just gonna say right there's your roundness factor. It's still going. I sort of want to flip this thing, so we're gonna go ahead and flip it. Now that's pretty round. That's pretty round. Now the next thing I really want to discuss that I thought of was, okay, so we've got the round egg. The problem this is solving is that your egg's not hanging off your English muffin there, okay? But they also had bacon, and the bacon was hanging off the English muffin. So I'm just gonna set this egg aside, and I'm gonna say you're probably, if you have a couple of these or 5 of these, you're probably gonna need, because you're also gonna need to cook bacon in this thing. I can't imagine what kind of a travesty if it could be if your eggs are hanging off. But what if your bacon isn't perfectly round like the English muffin also? And so this being the perfect size, just gonna kick up the heat a little bit. Okay, I could probably get another piece of bacon in there, but the roundness seems to be really what this thing is trying to solve. And if we don't have round bacon too, I really don't know how good that sandwich can actually turn out. And guys, if you just want to film this while it's cooking, I just got to tell you, I just thought of another really bad scenario here, and that is that a lot of times, man, we're cooking with square cheese. Think about it. McDonald's has square cheese, and we got to make sure this cheese is also round. So, well, it's breaking apart a little bit, but you can see my dilemma here. And that is, I'm going to have a round bun and square cheese. So this cheese is breaking up a little bit. I think that's because we had it in the freezer. It tends to do that. But we really want to get this round. I mean, round. I don't know what anybody would do if their sandwich, every component of it, was on a round bun, but not round. Wendy's. Think about how Wendy's, inconceivable, square patty, round bun, oval egg, perfectly round is what we're going for. So I want to play around with this. Can we get that to cook round? I think that's going round. And we want to melt the cheese round. Maybe we want to make sure nothing gets on the sides of this. This is just, it's nerve-wracking to me to think that I'm possibly failing at the roundness. Look at this over here. I think we should cut that away. I'm really starting to see myself. Now you make up your own mind, but I'm really starting to see, I'm getting anxiety attack almost. I'm thinking that this cheese could be square and my bun could be round. So I don't want to make any biased remarks towards the product. I want you to figure it out. But golly, I think this round thing is really doing it. So I'm going to flip this bacon over, maybe kick up my heat a little bit more. And I just want to put it around here, and I want to melt this cheese. I know I'm a little broken up on this, but I think as long as it melts round, so I'm going to put it around there. I really like the fact that the things are staying round as I do this and round town. I guess make sure you don't get burnt. Okay. Okay. This is amazing how round my bacon is staying. Okay, so we really we're gonna let this cook, that round, beautifully round egg, the round bacon. I mean, $3, people. $3 is what I paid for roundness. And when you consider that you're probably gonna need, say, for a family of 5, and you don't want to be in the kitchen that long, I would say you'd need 20 of these things to make, 2 sandwiches a piece and get everything round. And that's $60. I mean, it's for you to decide. But let's take this bacon then. Luckily we still have it on the stove. We're gonna put it into our beautifully rounded thing, and we're just gonna let this sit here and melt. We're gonna let that melt, and we're just gonna watch it for a second here while I go and get the bun. All right, so guys, I don't have any English muffins apparently. I didn't think that far ahead, and so we've got, I want you to see how beautifully round this is, and I just want you to see this Eggy. I feel like it did its job, but I'm really getting torn about this. I just want you to see I want you to see the problem I'm running into, and that is, this is all the bread I have. I think we clearly see the problem here, and I think we all know what needs to be done. I gotta see if they make one of these in a square. I gotta find a square egg maker.